Childhood trauma is a term that encompasses a wide range of distressing experiences that occur during the formative years of a person's life. These traumatic events can leave indelible marks on a child's psyche, influencing their development and shaping their adult life in ways that are often challenging. Childhood trauma can take many forms, and it's essential to recognize the broad spectrum of experiences that fall under this umbrella. This can include physical abuse, where a child suffers from intentional harm to their body; emotional abuse, which involves harmful interactions that damage a child's self-worth or emotional well-being; and sexual abuse, which involves exploiting a child for sexual purposes. Neglect, another form of childhood trauma, happens when a child's basic needs, such as food, shelter, medical care, or emotional support, are consistently not met. Witnessing violence, whether it's domestic abuse, community violence, or even violent media, can also be traumatic for children. Moreover, living through a traumatic event such as a natural disaster, war, or serious accident can cause profound stress and fear, leaving a child feeling helpless and terrified. The experiences of childhood trauma are not just fleeting moments of distress. They can create a lasting impact on a child's developing brain and psyche. During childhood, the brain is highly adaptable and constantly forming new connections. When a child experiences trauma, it can disrupt this process, leading to changes in the brain's structure and function. These changes can manifest in various ways as the child grows into an adult. They may experience a range of emotional issues, including heightened anxiety, depression, or difficulty regulating their emotions. Psychological problems can also arise, such as difficulties with memory and concentration, or developing unhealthy coping mechanisms. Physical problems can also stem from childhood trauma. Research has shown a link between adverse childhood experiences and an increased risk of physical health issues in adulthood, such as heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Childhood trauma can have profound and enduring effects that extend far into adulthood. These effects are not limited to psychological repercussions. They also encompass physical health issues, relationship challenges, and difficulties with self-perception. Understanding these impacts is vital for both survivors seeking to navigate their own experiences and professionals aiming to offer help and support. Therapy plays a vital role in helping adults heal from childhood trauma. Through therapeutic intervention, these individuals can learn to understand their past, recognize how it impacts their present, and develop strategies to move forward. The first step in therapy often involves recognizing and understanding the trauma. Many adults may not fully realize the extent of their childhood trauma or how it impacts their current behaviors and feelings. A therapist can help their client explore their past, identify traumatic experiences, and understand how these experiences have shaped their lives. Childhood trauma can cause a host of pent-up emotions like anger, sadness, fear, and shame. Therapy provides a safe space for you to express and process these emotions. Techniques such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, and trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy can be particularly effective. Therapy also involves learning new coping strategies to manage stress, anxiety, and other emotional responses related to the trauma. These strategies may include mindfulness techniques, relaxation exercises, and ways to challenge and change negative thought patterns. Through therapy, individuals can build resilience, which is the ability to bounce back from adversity. Therapists can help individuals develop a positive self-image, improve their problem-solving skills, and foster healthier relationships, all of which contribute to resilience. Therapy can be an incredibly valuable tool for adult survivors of childhood trauma. However, it's important to remember that everyone is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. The following are some therapeutic methods that have been found to be particularly effective in healing adults from childhood trauma. Cognitive behavioral therapy, often abbreviated as CBT, is a widely recognized and highly effective therapeutic approach, particularly beneficial for survivors of childhood trauma. This form of therapy is anchored in the idea that our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are interconnected, and by altering negative thought patterns, we can effect significant changes in our emotional well-being and actions. Trauma-focused therapies, such as eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, and trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, are designed specifically to address the impact of trauma. They aim to help survivors process and reframe their traumatic experiences, reducing their adverse effects and promoting healing. Trauma-focused therapies are based on the understanding that the impact of trauma is deeply ingrained in our minds and bodies. They use a range of techniques to help individuals confront their painful memories, reduce the intensity of their emotional responses, and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Trauma-focused therapies can provide profound relief for survivors of childhood trauma. They offer a safe space to explore and make sense of traumatic experiences, helping you to reframe these events and their impact on your life. Moreover, these therapies can help you develop coping strategies for managing distressing symptoms, empowering you to regain control over your emotional well-being. They also work towards breaking the cycle of negative self-beliefs that often result from narcissistic abuse, fostering a stronger sense of self-worth and resilience. The recovery process after experiencing childhood trauma is challenging, but therapy can help you understand and process your past, while also equipping you with the skills and confidence to build a healthier, happier future. In fact, therapy is more than a place to share your experiences. It's a nurturing environment where you can acquire the tools and insights necessary for your recovery and to rebuild your life, free from the impact of childhood trauma. It's about reclaiming your identity, restoring your self-esteem, and learning to thrive beyond the abuse. Remember, the best type of therapy is the one that works for you. Don't hesitate to try different approaches until you find what works best for you. Healing from childhood trauma is a journey, and it's okay to take your time to find the right path. Every step you take towards recovery is a testament to your resilience and strength. For more information about healing from childhood trauma, visit www.carlarelli.com.